بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا
Why do people fall into backbiting? The first cause is a weakness of faith and a lack of piety. So he doesn't think about what he says, he doesn't fear Allah with regards to his speech. So it's a lack of faith, a lack of taqwa, being conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He just goes on and he lets his tongue run away with itself. The second thing is to vent his anger against this person. So you've become angry with a person and then you begin to backbite him. You begin to attack his honor. You begin to mention faults. Why? Because you're upset with him. The third thing is a dislike of an individual. So you're not angry with him, but you just don't like him. There's something about him that you dislike. As a result of that, you start to vilify his honor, you start to eat his flesh. The fourth thing, self-purification. How often is this the case? You yourself are suffering with a problem, so you start mentioning this problem about somebody else. The fifth thing is to honor or elevate yourself by mentioning the fault of others. How many people in the name of Islam, they sit there and all they do is they abuse this one, they curse that one, they vilify that one. Sixth thing, jealousy and envy. You begin to eat your brother's flesh, begin to destroy his reputation. Any problem that you see from him, you go and let the people know about it.
When you give charity, what is it? Why is it that you are going to earn the mercy of Allah? Simple. When Allah gave you, you didn't only think of how to get more. You thought of who doesn't have what I have. Let's look for them. So you found 10, 20 people, said, right, let me give them a little bit of what I have. Because Allah gave me. Allah says, oh, the mercy of mine descends upon you. Look at you. I created these people. It's up to me to sustain them. I put it in your heart to give them so that I can reward you and I can give them at the same time. Amazing. But if I wanted, I didn't need to give you to give them. It's part of the plan of Allah. You might ask why. Good question. Because Allah decided it. That's the true answer. Allah wants to see, are you selfish? Do you care for the others? Just like you want people to care for you. Do you care for others? If you do, they'll have mercy on you. May Allah Almighty bless us all.
There are so many people who have those things that the millennials were saying that's their goal, right? Wealth and fame. Let's look at the people who have wealth and fame. The people who have wealth and fame, why are many of them committing suicide? Why are many of them addicted to alcohol and drugs? What is it that they're missing? If they have the wealth and the fame, what emptiness is it that they're trying to fill? The reason that happens is because there's something inside of every human being that has to be filled, and it cannot be filled with wealth and fame. In fact, as Ibn Qayyim says, it can't be filled with anything other than the nearness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is a need inside of us. There is a need inside of every human being that can't be filled except in the remembrance of Allah. That indeed it's in the remembrance of God that the hearts find true inner peace.
You can say, Allahumma ghfir lahum warhamhum wa sakkinhum fil jannah. Oh Allah, forgive them, have mercy on them, and grant them Jannah. You can repeat that many, many times. It will reach them, it will benefit them, it will help them. Yet, it's one of the simplest things you could ever do. The biggest gifts you can ever give to those who passed on. Because if you and I achieve the forgiveness of Allah, we've achieved success.
Marrying a righteous person does not necessarily mean that this person is excused for being a failure in life. And a sister wants to marry a particular brother. She says, mashallah, righteous. We say, sister, what does he do? Wallah, nothing. But salah and his knowledge. Hold on a minute. The religion that encouraged you to marry a righteous man is the same religion that said, look for a man who has some money, or at least striving to make a good income for himself and his family, even if he's not there yet. But you say it's fine, he's righteous, but he's sleeping 10 hours a day, and he doesn't want to get off the benefits, and he's a bum, and he has no intention to upskill, learn a new trade, learn a new craft, to do craft, but you say he's righteous. We say, hold on a minute, why are you taking one hadith and ignoring the rest? You will harm yourself. And that's why when a woman called Fatima bint Qais came to the Prophet ﷺ saying, two men have proposed to me, O Messenger of Allah. Who are they? Abu Jahm and Muawiyah. He said, don't accept either of their proposals. As for Abu Jahm, لا يضع العصا عن عاتقه. He's always carrying his stick. In another narration that explains it, ضراب للنساء. He's a woman beater. He's going to harm you. Don't marry Abu Jahm. He said, as for Muawiyah, صعلوه لا مال له. He's destitute. He's got no money. Don't marry him. So this is not some kind of red pill type of talk that you gotta be this alpha male with this big income. We're saying just don't be a bum. Strive to the income, and that is the man you want to marry, and he has to also be righteous. This does not mean that this is not important.
Right away that that person isn't the person for my life, and I cut them out. I don't need my husband to tell me, because my husband is number one. We're a team. We're together as a unit. What bothers him bothers me, and I don't even need to remember that. It's just there. So wives, when your husband tells you something's bothering him, it's been bothering him for a while before he even told you. Listen to him, respect him, and obey him.
فكبكبوا فيها هم والغاوون وجنود إبليس